I want to do a quick segue to you three, and feel free to sparingly toss in this, but I've been totally fascinated by your guys' thoughts on psychedelics and the effects they have on your mental, because you guys have, I mean, I probably will never take it just because I'm like kind of a like OCD, but can you guys kind of attest to like your thoughts on it right now? Do you think it's something that people should try once, or?
Well, I'm reading a book, How to Change Your Mind, which is all about the new psychedelic or the new science of psychedelics, and I think it's I've only done it once, but I think it does change the way it, like, you come into touch with certain areas of your brain that you don't normally feel, and you kind of get an understanding for everything. This guy seems to believe that it's better to do later in life, like
How old?
50 years old, so you're like ready for like the back nine kind of thing. But I don't know, you guys might be able to speak more to it, but I just think it's like you kind of get this understanding that all these events have happened in your life and they've happened for some sort of reason, and you kind of only have one go at this. You might as well just make it the best go you have. I don't know how you guys feel.
Fresh.
Or if you want to talk about it.
I think it's, for everyone it's different. For me personally, like, it was not a big deal, just because that's kind of how my brain already works. So when I did trip, it was like, oh, this is basically my everyday life, but more intense.
You felt enhanced.
Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, that's all I do all day is just reflect on my life. And so that's kind of what happened. Like, for more people who don't do that, it's really intense because they're experiencing all these emotions that they don't usually deal with or don't think about. And then, boom, they have to deal with it for 12 hours straight.
You agree, Schuback?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of made it like a more of an event than most people do, I think. Like, I kind of just took it, went into a room by myself, and like sat down and basically meditated for 6 hours. And
did you eat shrooms or you did a tab?
Tab. And
is that what you did, Jack?
I've done both. I've tripped acid a couple times and I've done shrooms.
Same effect for you?
Different effects, but shrooms is like being really high on weed, basically. It's really not that extreme.
But the acid was that like KO?
That's like, whoa. Especially when you're doing more than 1 or 2 tabs. Whoa.
Okay. Freshie.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the person. It's like if you like.
What did you take?
The first time I did shrooms, and I think I took like a little too much. And then second time I did acid, one like proper full tab. And then any of the later attempts, I've always just like taken like a half a tab and then just smoked a little bit of weed to like, as like a safety measure, I guess. I don't know. But I really think it like depends on you and like whatever state you're in at that moment. Cause like if like you're someone who gets overwhelmed easily and like aren't able to kind of like rationalize things like in a quick manner, then like I think you're very likely to have like a bad trip that'll kind of leave a mark on your psyche or your brain or whatever, that like you'll always kind of like come back to, and like it'll like bring up all these like negative feelings. And then I think the other thing is if you have like a lot of like unsettled like guilt or like certain thoughts like that you don't want like being amplified, it's definitely like not the right thing to do, because like I think those things will just come back like tenfold, like just like really hard at you.
Yeah, really all it does is make you think. So if there's things that you don't want to think about, you're going to be thinking about it. So like this guy preaches the best thing, the number one thing is set and setting. And I think that's like, if you're not in the right mind state, then you shouldn't be doing it, because it makes the world a difference. And everybody that experiences a bad trip says it's because they just weren't ready and they weren't in the right state of mind.